IXHL be retesting the $1 levels again in the upcoming weeks, or is this a ticker which is headed down to the 50-cent levels and you should be starting to average down sooner than later? Now, in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys an exact plan as to how to go ahead and exit IXHL without a single scratch, right? So let's say your average is above at $1. This is what you're going to do. Now, previously, I did come out with a video like this, and guess what? Things went very well. Things went according to plan. So right now, if you previously watched that video, it's okay. We're going to restart now. We're going to do it once again, telling you guys exactly how to go about averaging down. At what level should you average down? At what level should you maybe lock in profits? At what level should you go ahead and go about this? Let's say you have an average of 87 cents when it comes to IXHL. Is this a ticker which you're going to be able to actually break even with if you have an average of 87 cents? Now, the past few days, guys, I've been gone because I was a little bit sick, but it's okay. I'm back now, right? I was just having some stomach issues. I think it was food poisoning, but we're over it now. We're back to rolling, and things are coming up good. So let's get talking about IXHL, right? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about, let's say you have an average of 87 cents, okay? Can this ticker recover to those levels, and how to actually go ahead and manage your position sizing correctly so you can actually break even way before that. So first things first, can the stock go ahead and recover to 87 cents organically? I believe so. Okay, I believe that this is a company which is going to have a massive amount of, and listen, I talked about it a bit previously, right? Where I said, you know, the hype that IXHL has amassed over the past couple of months of trading, this isn't something that's going to be momentary, right? And this is going to be one of those tickers that does go ahead and go on parabolic rallies over and over again in the upcoming months to a year, right? So with that said, the retest of this $1 level is absolutely in the works. I do see it going yet only testing a dollar now. Is it going to be able to break above it? Honestly, guys, it's going to be really hard to tell because it's all going to be dependent on to what levels does it actually fall down to, right? So when the hype is dead, right? Previously, it fell down to 33 cents and it managed to recoup all the way upwards of 90 cents. So where is this going to end up, right? Is it going to start trading sideways around this, above this 50-cent levels? And then when we hear good news, it's going to get to a dollar and potentially even break a dollar? Or is it going to once again fall down to 30 cents, which is going to take it over a 200% gains for it to even get to the levels of 93 cents? Now, why does this matter? Because what you guys need to understand is that, you know, there's such thing called a stamina of a catalyst, right? Catalyst longevity is what we usually refer to, but I think it's talking about the stamina from a stamina perspective, it does also make sense. So, you know, by the time a ticker has gone from 33 cents to 94 cents, it's already up, like I said earlier, right? It's already up 200% plus. It's a 3x, that's 200% plus. So what that equates to is a semi-overextended play. A semi-overextended play, that's what that looks like. So by the time we get to this 95 level at $1 resistance, what did I say, 95 cents? 95 to $1 range, right, of resistance, the stock is already going to be fatigued. It's already going to be overextended and the stamina levels is going to be low. However, if we manage to hold these levels and maybe even build a little bit up, right, and we get to 78 cents and we're now trading between this, you know, 68 cents to 75 cent range a little bit, and then we hear news, well, guess what? If the news is strong enough, the break of a dollar is going to be imminent, right? It's going to be very obvious that it's going to happen. So it's really dependent on where it's going to fall down to. And the strategy which I'm going to be sharing you with guys today is going to really prepare you guys for the better or for the worse, okay? Where you guys are going to be able to get the upside if it continues going up. And if it goes down, you can actually go ahead and lower your average so you do get a better average. Now, our goal, what we really want to aim for, if we have an 87 cent average, is going to be getting our average down to 80 cents, right? Sub 80 cents. Let's say it would really be good if we could do 72 cents, 72 cents, right? 72 cents. Now, reality is though, how do we go ahead and lower our average to 72 cents, right? Because right now you may say, Sam, I have the assets I have when it comes to IXHL and I can't go ahead and buy any more shares of IXHL, right? I've already allocated all the amounts of money that I want to allocate to IXHL. I'm done with it. I don't want to be adding any more at all, okay? So then to a person like that, what I say to a person like that is going to be, you know, it's going to be, hey, you know, when it comes to a stock like IXHL, prepare for more downside. Prepare for at least another dip down to this 57 cent level. So what I would do right now, guys, is near the 69 cent levels is I would go ahead and I would actually close out a quarter of my position. You heard that right. I would go ahead and close out my position between 69 to 75 cent range. I would do so. Now, you may be like, Sam, you just said, how can we break even without taking any losses? And now your ass is here telling me, take a loss. What are you talking about? How could this be? This is the thing. This is the beautiful thing about it is that let's say, okay, let's say that you own 10 shares at, let's say you own 100 shares. Let's just do 100 shares to round things up. Let's say you own 100 shares at 87 cents. Okay? All right? So that's, how much is that? That's $87. All right? Very cool. Now, the stock, right now you own 100 shares. Okay? 100 shares, your 100 shares equate to $87. That's how much they equate to, $87. All right? So you have $87 allocated to this given ticker. Now, this is what you can do. This is the beautiful thing. $87 is the amount that you have allocated, but 100 shares is all you got. So what you can actually do is you can go ahead and sell, let's say 50 shares at 80 cents, okay? It didn't get to 87 cents and you did technically take a loss, but you could go ahead and sell 50 shares at 80 cents. So now you have $40 in your pocket and you have 50 shares at 87. $40 in your pocket and you have 50 shares at 87 cents, okay? Very good, because we sold 50 at 80 cents, we cashed it in, now we have $40 in our pocket. Now, let's say the stock falls down to 40 cents. You sold at 80 cents. You sold at 80 cents. Let's say it falls all the way down to 40 cents. Well, you have $40 of cash. Remember, you sold 50 shares at 80 cents and it gave you $40. Now, you can go ahead and actually buy 100 shares at 40 cents. You can go ahead and buy 100 shares at 40 cents, and now you've spent the same $87, you've allocated the same $87, but guess what? Now you have 150 shares. That's how it works, okay? Because remember, originally you had 50 shares, you sold 50 shares, and you made $40. The stock became cheaper, you bought for $40, you bought 100 shares, you previously had the 50 shares at 87, now you have 150 shares and the same allocated amount of $87. But guess what? Your average is also lower. Your average is also lower because you technically did time the markets by selling at a higher price. Now, this is the caveat, okay? This is where things get a little tricky. Is how do we know that it doesn't just go, you know, for example, this is what happened last time, right? And if you watched my previous video, let me take a sip of my coffee real quick. So, you know, in my last video, right, when it was sitting at 30 cents-ish, this is what I told you. I said, hey, sell some at 50 cents, sell some at 75 cents, sell some at, I think I said 90 cents or something, a test of $1 is what I said, all right? Now, here's the caveat, is that why don't we sell all? So Sam, why don't I just sell it all at 80 cents and then buy 200 shares back at freaking, you know, 40 cents? Because we don't know where the top is going to be. We don't know if it's going to stop at 80 cents and not go to $1, not go to $1.20, not go to $1.30. Now, you've lost at 80 cents when you could have just held and broke even and made even money, right? Anticipating it to come back down. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to use our whole position to go ahead and say, okay, we're closing our position here. No. That's not what you want to do. The way you want to go about this, is like this. You want to go about it like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close a portion of my position and save that cash, and then when the stock comes down lower, I'm going to buy some. If the stock goes up higher to another level, then I'm going to sell some there. Then I'm going to sell some there. Then I'm going to sell some there. But one thing that's certain about this ticker, and I told you guys this in my video as well when it was sitting at 80 cents, I said, this piece of shit stock is coming down to 50 cents sooner than you like it. In fact, I hate to say it, but it's coming down to 40 cents sooner than you like it. That's the reality. But here's the thing, is that just because I predict near-term, short-term, doesn't mean I don't predict long-term upside. And this is where traders are so binary, right? And this is why it takes a above, fuck, you know what? It takes an average IQ. It takes an average IQ to actually understand my predictions when it comes to these videos. Where I say, hey, I see this ticker recovering, but I see it in the short term going down more. And people take that, and if they want to agree with me, then they agree with me and they say, okay, well, you see, he said it's going to go up. And then if they don't want to agree with me, they say, oh, he said both. He said both things. So, if anything, I'm doing you a justice, motherfucker, by giving you a short-term analysis and also a long-term prediction. And this is the part. This is the part where people are like, oh, he's just so vague. He's so vague that you can go both ways. Going back to what I was saying. An average IQ will do you justice on this channel. If you have an average IQ, hit that subscribe button because you're going to learn a lot. I'll tell you one thing that sucks about my channel. The one thing that sucks about my channel, and the one thing that I don't give a fuck, it's going to always suck about my channel, is when I talk about the Discord, which is what we're about to do right now. right now for Labor Day weekend. I added 10 more spots to the 50% sale, which we had ongoing for the Discord. Give it a shot. The Discord will give you access to my exact entries, exact exits, my exact day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, trade alerts, lessons, crypto alerts, you name it, we got it. We already have over 400 members coming back month after month after month. Literally, look at what my man said. Great week, thanks to the amazing team here. If you aren't taking these alerts, you're missing easy money. I appreciate you, brother. At Samsung, almost close to sell-ups, but have faith in your call and run up, wake up. I appreciate you, CW. Good end of the month. Learn the importance of risk management. Took 6K out, by the way, at Sam trying to help me surpass my job. 20 G's in a single month trading with us. I forwarded this from a shop. I have to say, I've been a member for a week, 500K on sub 10K. Watching Sam's course over and over again on my... Maybe pause it and read some of these, right? So once again, and here's the thing, look, you're skeptical, you should be skeptical. You have to be skeptical. There's a lot of things to be skeptical when it comes to this space. But this is what makes our community different. We offer a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. 2 weeks. Previously we used to do 7-day free trial. Now we do 2 weeks free trial. 2 weeks free trial, give it a shot, see if you make money. If you make money, come back for more. If you don't make money, pack your bags and leave and never look back again. That's what I would do. Nice to find out, have a good week. $20,000 in a single week. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. I mean, I don't know who's like, look at this. 15,000 pounds. This is what we're doing, man. This is how we're rolling. This is how we're rolling. All right. So shout out all the members that are here. Again, we have over 400 members, guys. Majority paying full price. So right now you have a chance to join for Labor Day weekend, right? 50% off. Give it a shot. All right. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Right now, next time members, 50% off. There's that. Right. And going back to XHL. So that's it. That sucks about my channel. All right. I talk about the Discord all the time. But guess what? I'm proud of what we've built, right? Like when you see, let me tell you something, man. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm going to be so dead ass with you guys here. When I first started the Discord shit, all I thought about was the money. All I thought about was, oh yeah, well, it makes sense, right? Because, you know, and here's the thing about trading is that, you know, when I first started this Discord, right? And I always talk about this as well. I've been trading for 8 years, right? Only the last 5 years I've been profitable. And out of the 5 years that I've been profitable, only the last 3 years I've been able to actually, 2 to 3 years I've been able to actually live off of my trading income. Why? Why? So how does that even really work? Let's talk about it, right? So the first 3 years that I started, I've been trading for 8 years. The first 3 years that I started trading, I fucking sucked. Okay, so I would literally wake up, I'll lose money, wake up, lose money, wake up, lose money, over and over again, right? That's all I'll do. I'll wake up, lose money, right? Then what happened is I became profitable. I became profitable, but I didn't become consistent. So what would that look like? 1 month I'll make 10K, 1 month I'll lose 3. 1 month I'll lose 5K, the next month I'll make 15. 1 month I'll make 2K, the next month I'll make 4K. 1 month I'll make 6K, 1 month I'll lose a K. 1 month I'll make $300, another month I'll make freaking 7,000, right? So it was all over the place. So it was kind of at a point where I was like, am I rich? Am I poor? Like, what's going on here? Do I buy a Lambo or do I buy a fucking, like, what's going on? What does my lifestyle really look like here? So I was inconsistent. During that time is when I launched the Discord. And when I launched the Discord, all I was thinking about was an added stream of income where I could help people also learn from me and trade with me. But guess what? I was just thinking about the money. Now it's gotten to a point where, dude, the money's obviously amazing. Shit, don't get me wrong. I'll always take more money. I love money, right? That's what we're in here for, right? We're here to make money. But, you know, what this community has done for me, right? From a just perspective of gratitude and being able to read people's messages and seeing that, dude, I'm truly helping people. What I've built is truly helping people. Bro, it is fucking, without a doubt, one of the best feelings in the world. I'm not even joking. That's why I'm always pushing the Discord. I'm never stopping talking about the Discord ever. It doesn't matter if you have 1,000 subscribers. I don't know if you have a fucking 10,000, 500,000, 5 million. It doesn't matter. I'm always going to be pushing this because it's something that I'm so proud of that I've built. All right. And I take pride in it. I take a lot of pride in it. So there's that. Anyways, that's what sucks about this channel. It's me talking about Discord. But other than that, if you have an average IQ, if you have below average IQ, click the fuck off, okay? Hey, if you have a below average IQ, you're not gonna like this. If you have an average IQ, you should understand. And if you have an above average IQ, you're gonna love what I have to say, okay? Every single day, right? Whether it's about a stock that you like or a stock that you don't like, you would at least appreciate the authenticity of the delivery and also the fact that I like to take a no BS route towards these trading problems, all right? So there's that. Anyways, that's my take when it comes to IXHL. What I would do is I will close some up. I will close some above the 70 cent range or close to 70 cent range. right? And then I'll close a quarter. I'll close a quarter and I'll hold the rest because remember what I said, right? We're not sure if it's going to reverse all the way to the upside, but I'll hold a quarter of my position. Now, the rest of it, what I'll do, I need to close my window, someone's cutting glass. What I would do is I'll close another quarter at 74 cents is what I'll do. I'll close another quarter at 74 cents. And then I would hold the other quarter, I'll close the other half at like 89 cents-ish. Because again, right, remember, we're freeing up capital, so when it comes back down to 30, 40 cents, we can go ahead and pick some up. But one thing that we are certain about is that it will retest the $1 level again down the line. Now, can that be post-reverse split? Can that be pre-reverse split? What can it be? It can be anything. But the reality is that it will retest these levels, all right? Anyways, my friends, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Happy in trading. Your boy Sam. One more thing. If you guys like these videos, hit the thumbs up button. If this video gets over 100 likes, I'll continue coming out with more IXHL content. Thank you for watching. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.